Yo, chat, chat, chat. How you all doing? Can you all hear me? Welcome, guys, to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Are we live? Are we up and running? I think we're good. Yeah. Let's see here. Okay, this is a bit big here. Let's just make this a little smaller. Or let's make this a little smaller, actually. And then drop this down. Mm, Yeah. Pull this down too. Okay. 10 plus. Oh, actually, let's do. After this, I want us to do 10 plus 5, man. Actually, yeah, let's go do 10 plus 5. Yeah. Actually, see, we also need to shift the border, but oh, we have a big fish. He's rated 23, 68. Let's just update that. Okay. If this goes well, I'll do a video on how to beat these strong players. Okay. Let's go C4. I'm sitting in the sun here, man, so I don't know. Can you guys see me? Let me see with my other phone here. If it's opening up. Just want to see how it looks here on the screen. Because this one's screen is not too clear. Mm, let's check here. Yeah, it looks good here. Huh? Yeah, it looks good here. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this one here. Because I can read chat better there anyway. Okay, he is thinking. But this is 10 plus 5, so they're gonna have increments. Oh, they joined 1 month ago. Now the profile is suspicious for me. Let's just see if they've lost games. Okay, they have lost games. Their highest rating is 24.58. Okay, they are very strong. They play G6, so they're gonna go for bishop G7 lines. Yeah. Bishop G7. I'm thinking, should I play F3 and go for the Simish? Or should we just play our natural E4, knight F3, bishop E2, H3? Like some Makagonov structures, as it's called, huh? Bishop G7 on the board. Let's go for E4. D6. Go knight F3. I'm expecting this soon enough. Yeah, but this is why also you play H3 to stop this. Bishop E2. Okay, C5 is nice. Maybe he takes. Queen B6. Maybe. There could be some tactics here, but normally they just go knight C6 here. This doesn't work. Takes because my queen guards. Yeah, knight C6 is thematic. So here now, if you take B takes C, it's fine. You could just go back to f3. You could go bishop to e3. These are some options. Bishop to e3, you creating some tactical play, which I want to do. Let's go bishop e3, add a layer of protection. He takes, we take. And now you might try e5, which I would like seeing, because with e5, he then has a backward pawn on d6. So I'll just drop down to e3 again. What's up, chat? How you guys doing? So yeah, I'm expecting maybe e5, maybe a6, maybe knight d7 to go for trades. Maybe e6 or bishop d7 was my next idea I was going to discuss. Bishop d7 maybe to make room for the rook here to come to c8. Here we got some options. We can't jump the knight yet because then he will just take. We can castle. He's probably trying to go rook c8 somewhere. Or bishop c6 now, adding pressure there. But there's no imminent pressure. So bishop there, now he's putting a lot of pressure on e4 with his bishop and knight. But we again do have enough to protect it. Now I'll go for bishop f3, guarding the pawn twice. I wonder what his idea is going to be, because my idea is relatively straightforward. We're going to play rook e1 next. a6, maybe, yeah, now to try for b5 eventually. But again, I'm not really worried. Here we could even go for a knight jump. So knight to d5, yes, it looks like we are losing defense here, but the knight jumping to d5 stops the bishop also from hitting on e4. Then it only have a knight hitting. But if we jump here and it takes, it also opens up the line here. So knight d5 takes, bishop takes, queen takes, and bishop back. That looks decent. So let's try this. Also, there is this idea on b6. It's making it awkward for him, very awkward. He can't take here. He'd be lost. And even if knight takes, bishop takes, and e6, can always drop the back to c3, guard there. Or I can even go b6 if you want to be adventurous. But either way, we are okay so far. We are doing quite alright, chat. Okay. He goes for the takes, and we will take this way. I'm expecting him to take here. Bishop takes on d4. Oh, he goes to g7 round. I mean to d7. So now if I take and king takes, don't I get queen d4 check? f6, and I mean, it's a pretty risk-free position if you ask me. And white should be better here. Queen to d4, we have nice central control with our queen. Either back to g8 he goes or f6, but f6 suddenly I start dreaming of stuff like this, you know. Okay, he goes back to g8. Can we go rook f to e1 here? We should not lose this game from this position, especially since we have increment. Like, it's 10 plus 5, you got time to think, it's a risk-free position, same color bishop endgame, so we should see a result then. I don't think this will be a draw. I highly doubt it. This one is ours to press for. Yeah. I should have maybe played h4 instead of rook to rook f to e1 first. I didn't realize that he can't. He hasn't played e6. If I go h4 now, I could try this. h5. We could still play h4, I guess. I'm just thinking if he goes aggressive with e5, um, I could ampersand, but bishop takes or rook takes. But then again, even if he goes, yeah, could I go? No, I can't go queen e4 because of f5. Okay, he goes rook there. Should I play for h5? Or what is it? What is his idea here? Is it for this now and then that and then? But I have b3 at the end of it also. Let's just play h5. H5 seems alright. Again, it's risk free. I am maybe being a little adventurous here. Queen to C7. Now, I think there's a couple of issues here for black. Firstly, his queen is very isolated from the king. He doesn't have a real attack going. Okay, yes, they are attacking c4 pawn twice, so I need to do something about that. On the other hand, I could just take here, because if he takes, I take with check, intermezzo, which is good for us. But if I take here, I'm sure he will respond with h takes. Uh, so if I take, that's a pawn. This is a pawn. Second pawn, check takes. This seems risky. But let's play b3 regardless. Wait, I don't think I need to. Maybe his idea of b3 is queen c5, right? Queen h4. Yeah, then I hit here twice anyway, and he has got more threats to deal with. If he plays this, I'll be very happy, because I'm immediately going to play queen h4 after queen to c5. Yes, I think that's the way to go, right? I think that is the way to go. Yeah, yeah, he goes for this. I'm not going to hesitate. I expected this, because now we're hitting here twice. Uh, if he goes f6, this should be very close to winning. His queen is very isolated from the king. This is his problem. If he goes e6 here, I forget about that. I take here, because I have some big threats on h7. So if e6, I take here. If he takes there, this should be very hard. Queen f6, because he's got a lot of holes in the position. Yes, of course, now he's gonna try for counterplay. He wants a take back. I'm not giving him that take back, because what do you even mean? How's this a mouse slip or a blunder? Can't we just take here now? This looks good enough, but we could even start here with a mate threat. So h takes g. We have this threat here. You must deal with that, and then we can pick up here. Let's go for this. I mean, yeah. Rook takes, and that bishop would be under attack, so we can't do much here. Yeah, this is practically over now. Okay, he goes bishop to f5. Uh, what's the idea here? The sun is glaring here in me, man. The sun is busy setting, and I'm in the sun. Uh, can you guys see me properly? Let me just close the curtain. One moment. Yeah, that looks way better. I can see the board better too. Oof. And you guys know my eyes are weak and they're not very strong. Okay, but bishop f5, oh, actually like HD vision. Bishop here, we can even double stack here, right? But I'm trying to find the knockout blow. Uh, Queen f6, there's a threat. Of course he will trade. Um, I take here. I mean, my d5 pawn is well defended, eh? Uh, I take here, rook takes, and also that sort of removes his like real attacks from here on the c pawn. But on the other hand, he'd have control of e file if I take rook takes. I don't have a clear plan after that, so maybe I should just double up on the e file. He takes here, I take there. He takes b takes c, but then suddenly I have this queen f6. Yeah, let's go rook a to e1. I'm expecting him to capture here. Unless he's seeing something I am missing, right? Unless he is seeing something that I am missing. B takes C. If B takes C, queen takes C, I go here. Then you get some annoying checks, man, like queen C1, king H2, queen H6. Oh, that could actually be prepared. That could actually be dangerous. Wow. Like if takes, queen takes, and I go queen F6, I'm actually lost. Because queen C1, I'm forced to go king H2, queen H6. Okay, I could go G3. I could go G3. But if I went back to G1, then there's rook C1 mate. Well, bishop D1, rook takes D1 mate. But if you went G3, I mean, queen's on H6 and they don't have any checks. I mean, it's safe, but it looks ugly. But if it works, it works. And I think even in that line, we'd be fine. But now there's pressure here because we have control of 7th rank. So instead of this, now I'm thinking if he doesn't do that, he'd probably play. No, he can't even go rook c7 because if rook c7, a rook e8, king d7, and queen h8 checkmate. So we go into this line. So now I am contemplating to do this. I go here, he goes rook f8, it's forced. I go here, queen f6. Is he gonna go into this line? Here, king g3. I wonder. Should I play g4 here? G4 is slow, man. Um, do I have this? If this queen takes, I was thinking I have this here. Oh, that would be a brilliancy. If I take here and queen takes, rook to e8 check. If he takes with the rook, I win his queen. And if takes, rook check, he goes here, I mate him. So we can actually capture you. Bro, chat. This could be a brilliancy. Please take here. Please take here. Please take on c4. Please take on c4. Please take on c4, bro. Please take on c4. Brilliancy time, gang. Brilliancy time, gang. Rook to e8, sacrificing the rook, chat. If he goes g7, it is a mate on h8. Thank you for coming. If he takes, the rook is distracted from the queen, and you pick up that juicy queen. GG's in the chat. He resigns. Big win. And that's how you beat a 2368 rated player. What a crazy W. Let's analyze that one quickly, chat. Whoa. In the King's Indian defense, normal variation. And that's how you do it. He thought he had a mate. No, there's King H2 at the end of the line. But overall, out of the opening here, we were better, right? Let's go over it quickly. Standard King's Indian, as the opening says, normal. We go here. I go bishop there to e2, takes. Here, as I said, they can go queen b6. I was discussing the queen b6 idea. But then bishop e3 opens up a lot of dynamic play. It's always better for white, right? Knight c6, bishop e3, he takes, bishop takes, bishop d7, and you castle. Very risk-free, these structures. Bishop to c6, and yeah, I go bishop f3, defending the e4 pawn, since he's got his knight also attacking. And then he goes a6. Here you should play b4. Now, this is also known as going for like bayonet systems or structures. If you play b4 out of the, not b3, b4 in the King's Indians. But instead of that, I went knight to d5. Knight d5 invites some equality. But if he goes for the trade, knight takes d5, e takes, suddenly you have a nice pawn structure here, a nice central control, and the bishop must drop back. And now here I thought he might go for this, but if he did, I would actually play this. But the engine says you should take there, and the reason I think this is good, I thought he would do this, right? Here. Ah, he goes back and maybe even that, but oh, of course, you take here and you have so much going on here. You are so well guarded. Excuse me. Okay, but I would have not, I don't think I would have found this in the door. Okay, maybe you would because that pawn is weak. Because if queen a4, I guess he can't even go queen b6. He loses his queen, the rook's there. And he has to say goodbye to that pawn. Yeah. But anyway, back to the game. Back to the game. Wow, this is a big win. You take there, king takes. I went in with the check, king to g7, and again the engine says play b4 like a bayonet, but they go rook fe1. Now here instead of b4, I was thinking of playing h4 already. Yeah, still fine. h4, h5, then I'd have played h5, g4 is pretty mature maybe, yeah? It takes on you. Sort of don't really have that much to play for. Yes, you can be optimistic here, but the queen trade is real. I mean, if you go down, suddenly you have to make sure you don't lose that pawn, right? Then you have to go back, because even if you go g5, it takes, you take on e7, I guess. Oh no, you worse now. Ah, he's gonna open up for the rook to come down like so. But anyway, the engine says you go here. Mm-mm. It's so easy to mess it up from there, but okay, this didn't happen. After this, we went rook f to e1, rook to e8, and now we pressed with h4. b5 to maybe go for counterplay, but again, it's hard to, eh? I guess the engine is thinking of something like this, takes, 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 and eventually you have something like this, like, I don't know, like this. But again, it's hard. But I'm not playing, you wouldn't play b4 here, man, it's weird. But anyway, that's how the engine thinks. Yeah, yeah. I just thrust the pawn forward. Queen c7 now. I had a problem with queen c7 for my opponent. I said it earlier, like, it felt like his queen was isolated and he didn't have a real plan. So here I was contemplating either, what did I play? I played b3, but I was thinking of taking first, takes, and then b3. But I also thought that after h5, queen c7, I was ready for queen c5. So with b3, yes, a bit inaccurate, but after queen c5, queen h4. After queen h4, and the threats now multiply because you're playing like, look at this geometry here. You're hitting up here on e7. You're prepping for big hits here. There's a lot of potential mistakes to be made for black. And there he plays b5 a day later, dollar short, a move too late. And that shows you how the position can collapse. Here they asked for a take back. I declined it because it's no way that it's a mouse look. Because it's either b6 or b5 you're playing. And either way, it's bad. So now after that, I blundered here. I should have taken on e7 first. But my idea was after h takes g, I have an immediate threat of checkmate, right? So I want to understand why it's worse. I mean, so much, well, not so much worse than if we just took on e7. So let's look at this first. Takes, 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 queen e7. Uh, what? Bishop e8? Oh, and here, and here, and here. But if he goes queen here, you still play this. Oh, you lose that. But let's go for this line again now. Why? Sorry, why was this bad? Takes. Now we take. Rook takes. I take. Now, oh, it's because you don't have this pawn here for the mate setup. Ah, so this pawn is the actual venom in the position that will push you to for your mating idea. Okay, but anyway, the pressure is so hectic on the opponent. So yeah, I was thinking if I took here, I'd probably lose all advantage. Yeah, plus 0.8, 1.3. Practically, it would be easier for black to play it like this, because now who's playing g3? Who wants to? Probably thrust with g4, and then he's back in the game. So you double up on the e file. He takes, you take, b takes c, b takes c, and here I was like, if he takes here, it's GG's in the chat with a tactical blow known as deflection. He takes there, and you got, because now look here, his queen is on your queen, but his queen is actually unguarded. Because now you just got to find rook e8, a beautiful little subtle distraction and deflection. Because if he goes king g7, it's mate in one. Thank you. That was some of the patterns we were seeing earlier. But now he's forced to take with the rook, and look there. The rook is no more guarding the queen there, not anymore. Takes, queen takes. Yeah, rook e1 checking h2, and there's nothing much for black to do after that. So GG's, we get a nice win in the first game against our esteemed opponent. Let us update our rating 2248. We are pushing hard here, chat, to get back to, well, to get to 23. We've never been there. but we've beaten a 2300 strength opponent. So that is a very good, very good start in itself. Next opponent, we are waiting. Still waiting. Still waiting. Still waiting. I guess like if you go higher, it takes a while to find a stronger opponent. Mm-mm-mm. Hey, what's up, bro? How you doing? Still waiting, still waiting, still waiting. Come on, where's the chess players? Where's the chess players? Here we get one. 22-13. I want to play higher rated, man. Higher. Take me higher, bro. Take us higher, 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 higher. Let's play the big. I want the whale, man. Take us to the whales. Ah, look at that bullet. Oh, they gone now. Oh, should we do 10 plus O? Bro, congrats on the big win, eh? Well done. India just wins everything, bro. Y'all are too good, bro. Let's do 10 plus O because I think it's gonna be hard to find a 10 plus 5. Although I do want to play 10 plus 5s, man. Thing is, you get to think more and analyze better and like especially like if you're explaining your moves, like in the last game with the with ease explain most of the moves there because you are comforted that there's an increment, you know? But okay, 10 plus O will find someone like that, just like that. There you go. 2201. I want sorry, okay. If there I got timed out for 9 minutes. Yes. Okay, whilst we wait for 9 minutes to pass, I guess we can do some puzzles. What happened today, bro? That made it a shit day. Okay, so this puzzle, whilst we wait for the 9 minutes, we are doing puzzles at a higher level. It's 27 rated puzzles, 2741 rated puzzle. So let's do this. I'm gonna I'm gonna write something here. Uh what's this? Hang on. I'm gonna say puzzle time. Rating 27 puzzle time. Let's solve together. Uh uh yo, what did I just press? Ah man. Wait. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do that. We'll be doing puzzles now for the next couple of minutes. Let's try and do one puzzle, chat. Why not? Can you guys see that? She has someone else. What do you mean? What's going on? Did you get your heart broken, bro? Okay. in this puzzle, let's go a few moves back. We see the white king is running around like crazy. Rook check with a sack. Damn. Sacking the rook. King takes and then rook f8 check. King to g3. Queen to g5. Bishop here to g4. And it's fine the best move for black. So I feel this might have been a mistake, this queen g4. g5 by black. I think at first glance should have rather played here or there. But okay. We go with this line. Queen g5, bishop to g4. Drop in the comments, guys. What do you think the answer is? Did you catch a cheating, bro? What's going on? So the first move that comes to mind here is h5. h5 you want to take, but if h5 they go h3. And there's no direct hits anymore. Another option we could look at is this check. But then he runs here. To g2. So queen e3. Bishop h4. And thing is, we also need to be quite accurate here, because if not, we are down two bishops. And he's got a lot of hits himself too here. Well, not immediately, but yeah. Sorry to hear that, bro. Hey, man. I know what that's like, bro. We can't play queen to f4. There's a bishop here. We would lose straight. So I think the two candidate moves here is either queen to e3. I think that's the only candidate move, really, to be honest. Because queen to e3, king to g2, rook to f2. If he goes back, let's go queen e3, queen e3. Let me use my mouse. Queen e3, king h4, g5, queen h, king h5. Ah, then there is queen e8, maybe. He takes. I don't know. Queen just. Nah, he's gonna escape that way. Come on, guys. What's your thoughts? Share your thoughts in the comments, chat. Uh, what do you guys think in chat? Drop your comments. Let me know. Let me know, guys. Let me know. Let me know. Puzzle time, chat. What's up, chat? Bro, I'm sorry to hear this, man. That's the worst feeling ever. Getting your heart broken like that. Hey, but now you know, bro. And it's better, that it didn't happen when you were, like, married or something. Imagine then, bro. Yo, that would have been hectic, bro. Imagine. Mm-mm. What happened though? So, okay, back to the puzzle. I'm thinking it's either it's h5 or queen e3. My first move was thinking of h5. But now if h5, h5, h3, h4 check. I think let's go with h5. Okay, h5 queen before, now queen e3. Because if king here, don't we just take? Don't we just take this bishop here? I think so. You take here, and the thing is, you're setting up hits here, because if queen h6, king g3, you have rook to f3. Yeah, because if he goes down, I mean, there's mate in play. Yeah, yeah. But y'all weren't dating then, bro. Huh? Okay, in this position, queen takes queen. Okay, obviously the first move you do take. And then it's a pawn endgame, 3 versus 3. Find the best move for white. So guys, when it comes to the pawn endgames, it will never be +1 or +0.8 or +1.4. It's either gonna be 0, 0, 0, 0, like it's dead drawn, or one side's totally winning. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yo, that's wild, bro. What? 4 years. Nah, G. I'm sending you many hugs, bro. That is sad, bro. Hmm. Wouldn't you move your pawn up to trade for a queen? So Drew's asking, after this move that black made, we take with the king. So we've traded queens. It's forced this move, because if you move down, you are lost. So we trade first, and now king g6. Find the best move. So, as I said, it will never be, it's either it's going to be dead equal 0, 0, 0, or one side totally win. After king g6, black's got what we call opposition, which is generally a good thing. But let's look at this position a little more, guys. Firstly, black has overextended their pawns here. They have an overextended structure. Maybe white can run around, gobble this up. But if we run here, black will probably go f7. You go up. Now you've gained opposition, right? So this is what we're trying to achieve. We are trying to get to this square, and in our chase, deflect him so much so that we can take here and run our past f pawn. Another move we could make is b4 here in this position. b4 totally locks down a5, because b4 there's a blockade. This pawn can't move. And if a5 you take, of course, and you're running to promotion. Right. So this is a candidate move. Let's look at b4 as a candidate move. Another candidate move is king to f4. If king to f4, if black plays a5, you say, okay, let's run here. But then they could go here, right? And the problem is, after this, you take, they take. Yes, you do run, but now black's running. King f5, you take take here, back to c4. You take, but then b4, here, b5, f3, b6, f2, b7, f1, b8. So then that's drawn. So what to do, chat? What to do? I like b4 a lot because it stops this totally. Because b4, he's basically got to move his king back, because he can't. Kings can never kiss. So it's either he's gonna move f7, you go here, he runs there. You play f3. Actually, you go g6, goes down. You go f3. Uh, goes up. This is actually trickier than I thought. My first idea is to play b4. But let's again, what did I first think of? My very first thought was to play king f4. So my candidate moves are b4 and king f4. I laugh at something like f4 with the pawn and not king f4. What do you guys think? What do you guys think in the comments? Let me know, let me know, let me know, let me know. Let me know, let me know. What are your guys' thoughts, chat? Uh, mm, 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 mm. B4 was my second idea. My first idea was to go king f4. I think if you look deeper, b4 you may be throwing it away with f5 here and king to f6. But my first idea was to go for this king f4 idea. Because if king f4 and f5, if king f4 and f5, you can run your king up this way. I'm sure that should be winning. I'm gonna try it. Drew says b4. Let's take bets, guys. I like b4 a lot, I'm not gonna lie. But my intuition has told me king f4 as the first move. Because king f4, I'm thinking also like if king f4 and they play a5, uh, then we play b4. And if it goes a4, obviously you're much quicker. You know? I'm gonna lock in with king f4. King f4, correct. He goes a5. And now we go here. Because even like I go here to e4, it goes king g5, we go king d5, it goes king g4, king c5, king f3, you take, he takes, you take, he makes space, b4, f5, b5, f3, b6, f2, b7, f1, b8, he promotes, but then you get this queen f8, the king moves and you pick up the pawn on f1. That should be winning. Oh shit, that's wrong. I should play b4 first here. Yes, then down, then you run. Shit. Because if I run this prematurely, he goes b4. And the difference is if I take now, I'm not quick enough. Because if I go here, he's going down here. Here, I takes, here, takes b4, king f2. Oh, it's very important here. You run your pawn first. You don't make space. Run the pawn here. Ay, 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 ay. Ah, he's close enough, bro. Yes, you're gonna get some checks. Don't do this, because then you lost. He must run to the side. Uh, tricky, bro. Let's go back. So, here, the difference is, if you start, my mistake I made here, I go a4. He's still in time, because my king's got to run to a5, which loses a tempi. Compared to here, because he's built a defensive bridge here. Ah, I go here, he goes here, you go here, he breaks in here, here. Now, compared to what I was saying just now, the idea that I was calculating, I sometimes it happens in calculation, you skip the first move that you intended to make, which happened now here with me. If here, this is what I was looking. Here, here, here. This is what I was seeing. Comes down, you go here, takes, 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 takes. Yes, you go here, 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 here. Okay, here is just not in time, bro. Because you could even end up sacrificing the pawn, bro. If you really wanted to. Then you run this pawn up. Oh, how on earth. Let's see how we still banned here. Can we play? Okay, we can play. Guys, we'll solve puzzles again. I think what we should do is like we did back then. We have a dedicated day to solve puzzles. What do you guys think? Okay, but anyway, for now, let's go back. I don't want to do 10 plus 0, man. I want to do 10 plus 5. Because then I can really explain my thoughts to you guys. Let's wait for an opponent then. Even if it takes a little longer. I'm sorry, bro. Hey, stay on the stream. Have a drink, bro. Relax out, eh? We're here for you. The chess friends are here for you. Huh? Uh, Sorry it's taking a while, guys. Sometimes to find a strong opponent, it does. You know? Mm. Okay, I guess we have to go 10 plus 0, bro. Because otherwise we're gonna wait too long for a game. But still, it must be higher rated opponent. We'll get an opponent soon, because it's 10 plus 0. Here we go. Playing against slow VS rated 2260. Knight f3, let's go d5. And then let me just adjust this. Yeah. He goes d4. I'm gonna copy him, going knight f6. So it's symmetrical so far, and e3. Yeah, I'm gonna play c5. Let's break the symmetry. Let's see what they do. Bishop e2. Knight c6, just developing. Uh, let's put the bishop outside the chain. a3. I'll play here. I was expecting c3. Because normally if you relinquish the c8 square or remove from there, queen b3 is some ideas in the game, but not to be. So a3 is to set up I take and b4. This is like a reverse Janovsky of some sorts. I go bishop here. And sometimes they even get really aggressive with b5, which I'm not going to allow. I'm going to play. I could have played bishop d6 too, actually, and had e4. But I'll still get that, just a bit differently. Yeah, I should have played bishop d6 here, not e7. But okay, let's go here. I can afford to play this now because I have a bishop here, so it doesn't compromise my structure. h3, let's go bishop to h5, and he goes c4. Now, one thing I don't like what I've allowed here is I've let him get out of the opening very comfortably. Um, I want to break here. Can I? But there's all sorts of tactics. If I go for e5, he takes, I take. If I go e4, he could actually play b5. Takes, takes. I go e4. Yeah, okay, let's go for some madness. Why not? It's not, I don't think this is the best move, objectively. It opens up a lot of tactics. But let's try it. I doubt this is good. Yeah, it takes there. I will start here. Okay, this is the different line then. I thought he's gonna go for b5. If b5, I would have played e4. Yeah, rook c8 is logical. Well, I guess I castle now, huh? Knight c4, he's got a lot of dynamic play here, man. But okay, I have my own ideas. Knight takes. Why does he do that? Of course, man. I can't take here. Bro, what did I just do? I've blundered. Big, big, big times. Oh no. Gotta play this position pawn down. But bishop f6. Uh, f4. But f4 here allows me queen b6. So f4, queen b6. Right? That's a weak pawn. Okay, knight d to f3. Uh, we've still got some firepower on this knight here. Can I go here? Rook e8? My idea is, of course, if he takes, I can take. But then he's still got it. God, that's a nice move. I blundered here, chat. I guess I can play rook e8 just to develop. But now I think you can actually just take here. But I'll take on b2, queen takes b2, b takes c, and we've got to play a pawn down. If I take here, bishop takes, knight takes, that's boring. Let's take here. Of course, here it doesn't have discovery on my queen because I will chop it with my queen. So queen takes, and then I go b takes. And then I'm hoping for like a5. But I'm in a lot of trouble here actually. Because now he's got all sorts of dynamic play here. Potential. But okay, queen b6. I can play. Queen b6, knight e5, and he's really tightening the screws. Queen d6, e4. It's just ugly. Let's go here. Even knight d4 now, but rook c8. Okay, this is bad. This is bad news, bro. Man. One little error. Again, like I skipped. Like in the puzzle just now, I skipped the first move of the calculation. And look now. If I go a5, queen takes b6, knight takes b6, rook takes c6, then we're very lost. But I guess I can try and play a few more moves. If I go here, it goes queen there. But it seems inevitable now. It's not gonna last long, this game. GG's in the chat. GG's in the chat. Yeah, queen c5 as expected. But after queen c5, can I maybe try queen e2? Queen e2, there's just rook e2, bro. Queen a4 takes on c6. Oh, man, this is bad. Rook takes is coming. If he takes with a pawn, I'd be very happy, but of course he's gonna take here, put pressure on here, and he's gonna just double stack on the C file. And this is not going our way. I go here. I'll have to play something ultra slow like knight e7 next because he's gonna play rook d to c1. Can't even play a5 here. I mean, yeah, this is over, bro. Once I go knight e7, he's gonna play knight e5. I can't defend that pawn. Oh, he goes knight e5 immediately. Okay, I'm gonna give up the c pawn, play for some activity. Knight e4, but also there, nothing much. Oh, this is 10 plus oh, eh? It's not 10 plus 5. Knight takes. He's looking for a fork here on e7. End the game on the spot. Mm, okay, I'll try for this. Like, hopefully, now just pure luck. If I go here and he goes rook c to d5, I go rook c, knight c3. But even then, eh, we're not. I will argue why I could win from that position. Okay, knight there. Let's go here. Please play this. Let me fork you. Maybe now there's minimal glimmer of hope, but like, okay, if he moves, okay, he goes to c6, and you sort of know it's the end is near here. Um, yeah, let's do this. Okay, now I've just given him a third pawn, but and I don't even have real activity. Ish, man, can I try this? Yo, I can't even do this because of that. And he's got a knight there. So if rook c1, I could maybe try rook d8. Yeah, but then now it's desperate. This is a super duper desperate situation. Because even now rook c1, rook fc8 is king f1. Yeah, the fork is not on. I mean, the idea was to get rid of the defender. Uh, but now I'm trying this idea. But again, his knight is so powerful on d4. Like it guards c2 square so well. b5 is coming, b5, b6, b7, rook a8. Yeah, knight b5, knight d6. Uh, yeah, it's bad news, bro. Can't always win it, eh? Time to resign. Miscalculation. Let's go to the next one. We'll play one more. Mm, uh-uh. Not gonna play 21. Who's up next? Yo, big fish, guys. A 2400. Ershon IE Browley. 2415. Can we beat him? There's no increment here, so I need to spark too. And my rating now 2242. Great. D6, we're gonna go D4. Sicilian, classic stuff. Knight here. I do not want to get into a theory battle against them. Bro, I'm playing against the mad Super Saiyan here, bro. This is like peak, bro. You know, the other night, I don't know if I told you guys this, one of our members were like, if you beat this GM, it was a 2500, which I did beat. They're gonna donate 1,000 to the stream, $1,000, bro. Lost that game, won the next game against the GM. But it sucked, bro. Because these guys are like at the top of chess, bro. 2400s, guys. It's not many players in the world that reach that level, you know? But okay, we'll get there one day. Bishop d3, bishop e7. And now what I don't like is that I'm getting myself involved in a theory battle, which you don't want to do because they play the moves effortless. Like queen here is an attack straight here on the bishop. So I have two options. I can go h4 and like really be a big boy, or I can be more conservative and plant the bishop on d2, looking for my own little tactics, which I should do because, okay, yes, I guard here, but he's got knight jumps as tactics because this bishop is loose. So let's jump back to d2. Of course, if knight takes, we have enough protection, pro. Bishop to d6, queen to b6. Yes, he wants to hit here, but I'm not even gonna worry about that because rook b1, the queen would be very isolated, but this is hanging. So we could even play for this. Bishop e3, if he takes here, now this would be a problem because c3 would end. So the bishop guards c3. So theory would probably say now play knight b3 to stop this idea from me meeting here. Which I think is fine. Knight to b3. Should be okay. Castles, I could go bishop back to e3, threaten his queen, and plant the knight back, but I think I will castle for now as well. And then my next move will be this bishop stuff. Queen back, and the idea now is probably to play f4, but I need to watch out for trades here. I mean, f4, d5, I take, e takes. Yeah. Mm. Let's first start with rook e1. He's gonna play d5 eventually. This is the Sicilian dream. Oh, he goes b6. Ah. Should I go f4? Yeah, should we go f4? Should we go f4? Takes. Nah, that's a nice move. He's gonna prep for bishop b7. Let's go f4. f4 is a risky move. This is probably question marked. Bishop f2. So bishop f2 is to make space here, extra layer of protection on e4, and maybe to jump to g3 to have an eye on the queen. But now they go for this knight to c5. Knight to c5 puts pressure on my e4 pawn, also my bishop, but my knight's there to deal with it, and I think this is a good trade. We can go for it. And now he'd probably want to play this eventually and really hide my bishop. But I have my own ideas here of playing for this. Of course, if he goes c4, I take there, he takes, I take him a piece up. And in this way, of me playing to e5, I give my bishop space to get to e4, challenging his bishop on this long diagonal. Okay, now this is a critical moment. He goes knight d4. Thought he might play e7, but knight d4. If I take and he takes with the pawn, he's got a storm on me with his pawns. But because then I wouldn't be able to play bishop e4, right? Because his pawn would be on d5. Could be sack here. Yeah. Queen here goes back to g8. I'm calculating. I don't think that works. Could I take on h7 now? I take on h7, king takes h7. Nah, he's well defended, bro. But it does seem a bit odd, man. I think there might be a potential, chat. Let's sit with this position for a little bit, guys. Guys, this could be a big moment in the game. It is uh it is a critical moment, I feel. Ah, what do you guys think? I wanna sit with this one for a bit, chat. Cause this could be big. This could be big. This could be big. This could be big. Fake email, how you doing, man? Yeah, a long time. Are you good? What's up, man? We're playing against a big fish here, chat. Big fish. Happy Ramadan, bro. How's things your side, man? What you saying? How are you? How's your family? Okay, so somewhere now we're gonna have to commit. I'm really itching to sacrifice on H7. Takes maybe then, but there's no real follow-ups here, man. Yeah, I'm trying to. Let me say that, man. Are you? Are you? Uh, okay, you know what? Let's just take. I'm gonna take. Pawn takes. If he takes with the pawn, he takes with the bishop. Yeah, let's just go for trades. I don't see much here. Should I have played b3 rather? Okay, rook here. I'm gonna take. Yeah, rook takes and queen e2. Ah, I get you, I get you. Hey, bro. I can understand, I can understand. If c4, which I guess he's gonna play, I have to probably try and challenge him on the file. I think black is a little better here. Not by much, but they should be better. Queen to b7. Yeah, let's play a rook here. Now I think, yeah, he challenges on the file. I take, he takes. So once I play this and he takes, maybe I can play it up here now, because I don't think there's anything to do in the center now. We just thrust on h4, like you guys remember in game 1, this h4, h5 stuff was actually great because it gave us a nice win in the end. He goes for b5. Yeah, I think you just take here, huh? If he takes with the queen, we'd have a pin. So he should not do this because of that. But he goes b, a takes b. Can we challenge on the a file? Maybe here and queen a5. Hey, let's try that. Yeah, it is, bro. For the most part, I would say so. I'd say so. You wanna come? Who's messaging me? Yeah, you must come, bro. You are welcome anytime. Yeah. G6, you know me, guys. I love running Harry the H pawn, H5. If he takes, of course, he's opening up. Serious? What's the show called? He should not capture here. He goes king to G7 rather. I really like rook e5, a5. This was my idea earlier. To play for the pawn, he'll probably play b4. It goes c4. Isn't that a blunder? Don't I get this now? He's hanging a piece, isn't he? Bro, he just hung a piece. I thought he was going to play b4. Because then he's defending nice. But c4, bro, bye-bye. Queen is hanging. I mean, bishop's hanging here at the end of the line. Bro, we're beating a 2400 Super Saiyan. Show some love, guys. This is premium content. Please support, guys. Yo, come on. Easy, guys. I'm gonna teach you how to beat international masters, guys. Let's go. Ah, man. I feel for my opponent. He played well, but cracked. They all crack eventually. I mean, now he goes queen, yeah, but bye-bye, bishop. It's all over, bro. And now he puts his queen on d8. Right, whoa, h6. h6, maybe he takes. I hit him on f7. If h6, he goes there. If he goes to f8, let's go, yeah. He's probably gonna play king f8. But then I can put it my rook back on a7 and just enjoy this file. I will search it up, bro. Katronke Kiladi. Oh, definitely, definitely, definitely. Yeah, let's go rook a8. Now he has to like stop this. Because that seventh activity is insane. I mean, he's also got rook here. King h2, right? He's got nothing here. Okay, now he challenges here, but I have this playing for the long diagonal. So bishop f2 earlier was a good placement to setting up this. And now he goes back to d5 with his rook. Does that work? Don't I have queen a3? Yeah, queen a3 with a check. And he resigns. He resigns. GG's, bro. The reason why is because if he goes to, let's say here, rook a8 wins the queen. Same story this side. If he goes down here, you just take, of course. No, man. Okay. You take here and queen b7, you're threatening here. It's hard to stop. You have to go queen f8, but what? Bishop to b5. Why? Ah, you distract him from that. Oof. Bad news. So again, guys, this is an alpha zero like idea running your h pawn. In the last game, well, the first game, saw how that h pawn led us to victory. I'm actually going to clip that video, make a short for you guys. But yeah, guys, overall, you're out of the Najdorf. I tried to not get into too much theory. Ends up being theory. a4 here, bishop down. Here, bishop e3. f4, I was a bit worried. I felt I'm risking a lot because it's slightly weakening. Here, we trade off. e5, here. But overall, nothing hectic mistakes here besides this c4 blunder, because then it allows that to, he loses a piece here because bishop is unguarded. If his king was like on f8, let's say just for argument's sake the king was on f8 and we did this and he did that, it's not that bad anymore because he has the king guarding the bishop. But now you see that it's equal, but because the king was not on f8 rather on g7, rook a7, that's the only mistake you can really report from here, so yeah. But other than that, GG's in the chat. Okay, guys, I'm going to take a small break for now. I'll be back in an hour with the second stream. I'll see you then. Thank you all for tuning in. Take it easy. Much love. Bye.